Hey everybody, I just wanted to walk you through this week's lesson. So I posted a question the end of last week asking what everybody preferred to work on, and with an overwhelming response, people were ready to move away from poetry and into short stories, which is perfectly fine with me. That's kind of what I was feeling anyway, so I'm glad you guys are on the same page. So the short story that we're going to tackle this week is called The Drummer Boy of Shiloh, and it is located in your online textbook. And I want to walk you through the steps of how to access the text in your book and show you the assignments that you'll be doing with the text. You'll do some stuff this week, and then we'll carry on the activities next week's because I didn't want to overwhelm you with everything this week. So, like you've been doing, you're going to go into Google Classroom. You will find week 4. Believe it or not, we are starting week 4's assignments. For you, it will not be grayed out. I haven't assigned it yet, which is why it looks gray. You will select week 4. And as I've been trying to do, all of the assignments are posted in one place that you need to focus on for the week. Okay? So on your end, it might look a little bit different. But basically, I have listed out what all is included underneath this tab. You have your lesson plan that I post for you, and then you have information on The Drummer Boy of Shiloh by Ray Bradbury, the text itself, and then you have the plot diagram, which is located on a Google slide. So the first thing that you'll need to do is, of course, read over your lesson plan, but I have basically have outlined those steps right here. I did attach a link that will hopefully take you directly to your textbook. So if fingers crossed, if everything works well, all you have to do is click this link and it will take you straight to your textbook, straight to the page that you need to be on. But let's pretend that the link doesn't work, okay? So I want to take you through the steps just in case that happens. So you guys will be in your um, desktop. Okay, you know your desktop always looks a little bit differently than mine. So starting from your desktop, you're going to look at the bottom, which is just out of view from my little camera. But at the very bottom, right underneath here, it says e-textbooks. So you're going to click on your e-textbooks. Or actually, I think you guys go through your class schedule, if I'm not mistaken. So you would type in your search bar, class schedule. Again, I don't have one, but your class schedule should pop up. And when your class schedule does, you'll see e-textbook next to your language arts course, and you will click on that. Okay. And when you do that, that will bring you to this screen, which we've all seen before. But here's the kicker. In order to pull up the correct information for your grade level, you have to change what's in this drop down box. So we have to click that little arrow right here, and we have to change it to Florida Collections Grade 8. When we do that, it'll switch to our proper textbook. Again, your options are going to be fewer than what I have here, but you're going to look for student ebook. When you get to student ebook, you will select that, and then it will open up your book for you. 9 times out of 10, it's going to take you to the very beginning of the book. Okay, it might take you to this page, okay, if you've never used the online book before. All you have to do is type in the page number that you want to go to, which is page 167. You will enter in that number, and then it will take you directly to our story. Before you actually read the story, I would like for you to watch this video that gives you some background information on the Battle of Shiloh that took place, and it gives some context for our story. So you would simply click on this little tab up here, and it will automatically play the video for you. As you can see, the video is only 2 minutes and 25 seconds long, but it gives you lots of information. So make sure you do watch that video before you start to read. Okay? Now, once you're done with the video, you'll be ready to read your story. Okay, so I'm going to click this off, go back to the story. Just like I do in class, you guys are able to either read it on your own, you're able to play the audio, okay? You can change the page view. If you like this page view, cool. If you want it to be a little bit closer to you, you can select page view and choose the first option and it'll bring it up for you a little bit. You can also do double pages, okay, where you can see more than one page at once, or you can go back to that single view that I had before. You'll use these arrows to turn the page if you're in that single view. If you're up close and personal, then you would have to scroll up and down to change the pages. Okay, and then if you would like to listen to the story, you simply hit audio and it'll play the story for you. 33. Unable to see. So that is how you access your online textbook. That's how you watch your video. That's how you read the story. Now, when you finish with that, your next and your final step will be to complete a plot diagram for the short story. The plot diagram is posted in Google Slide, just like I did for the bracket for the Poetry Madness. You will open up your plot diagram and hopefully I have fixed this to where you're actually able to type directly on the slide. Just like we did for the bracket, it's always best to make a copy first. So you're going to choose File, you're going to choose Make a Copy. You can do entire presentation because the entire presentation is only one slide. And then you can name it whatever you like. And then that way this saves your own personal copy. And you will fill in exposition. I even tell you where you can type. You can type over the words type. You don't have to leave that there. What's the background of the story? Who are the characters? Okay. You should be able to type right on the document. Okay, I can tell you one of the characters, his name is Joby. So you would type his name in there. You can play around with the font size if you want to make it a little bit bigger. Whatever you need to do is fine with me. Okay. When you have filled in exposition, characters, protagonist, antagonist, setting, internal, external conflict, then you will fill in the rising action. You know, we start from the bottom. What's the first thing that happened goes at the bottom. The second thing that happened goes next. The third thing that happened goes last in the rising action area. And then we end with the climax up here that goes at the top. What was the point of the story that had readers most involved or was the turning point? Then you will fill in the falling action, and falling action goes from the top down and that leads to the resolution. How does the story end? Then you will tell me what was a lesson about life that we can take away from the story. Whose point of view was the story told from? Is it first person? Is it third person? Who's telling us the story? And then symbolism. What are some items that were discussed in this story that represent something else? And yes, there is definite symbolism in this text. Once you have this all completed, you're going to hit share and then you'll type in my name. However it tells you to share. I'm not sure what it will look like for you, but I'm just going to type in my email address and you will send it to me. And once you have submitted and see the email just pinged, that lets me know that I received it. Once you have completed the plot diagram, that is it for this week. But make sure you save or you don't delete this file because you will need it for the activity that we do next week. I'm just trying to take it a little easy on you, okay? So, of course, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me. Some of you guys have been doing private comments, which is okay. Sometimes I can't find them. It's like I see that you sent me a private comment, but I don't know where it is to find it. So, email is better. Text is great. You guys know you can text me or call me at 352-462-1840. If a couple of you have been talking and trying to work through it and you're having troubles and you'd like to hop on a Zoom with me for clarification, let me know and we can set that up as well. Remember that I'm here for you guys. Many of you have been working really, really hard and I'm very proud of you. Some of you haven't received work from yet, but of course, that's the second part of your activity this week. Make sure that I've gotten everything from you. If I haven't received your work yet, it is not too late. Okay, just go ahead and get it done and send it over to me so that I can grade it and I can give you proper credit for it. I do not want you guys to get yourselves in a situation where you're having to make up all of this work at the end of this because at this point, we are scheduled to come back to school in May. I'm not sure what's going to happen as far as that goes, but I want you guys to be in the best position possible to wrap up the school year. So go ahead and get the work done. And if you need my support, please remember that I am very much here for you. Okay? I'll be checking in with you later. You guys take care. Make sure you're washing those hands and continue to socially distance so we can get back to life. Bye bye.